to Stick to Fitness, brought to you by my co-host Archie and myself, Hymsuen. And today's topic, we're going to be sharing our biggest fitness fuck-ups, the mistakes that we've made along the way of bodybuilding, and let's see how many that you guys can tick off too. So Archie, what is your number one fitness fuck-up?
My number one fitness fuck-up has to be wearing a weightlifting belt for every exercise.
So you still do that?
No. I've not done that for a couple of years, but I can remember just always like wearing the weightlifting belt, trying to make my waist small,
cinching it.
I don't even know if I was trying to make my waist smaller, tighter, right, but trying to make my upper body appear bigger.
What belt was it? Was that the maxi muscle ones?
No, one of them like RDX ones that you can buy.
The thick ones, like powerlifting ones.
No, like the buckle ones, like they're like £15.
Yeah, those ones are thick back and then
the thick back type thing. And then just like, walking around like, look how wide I am. And I wore it for every exercise.
But that's a bodybuilding thing, isn't it? Like, all the pro bodybuilders kind of, I don't know if they're doing it for the same thing, but a lot of them just wear a belt constantly, right?
Yeah. But then got to the point was like, oh, hang on a second. Let me put it on, then put my t-shirt on, or my vest on at the time. When you're lean, it's pretty cool. It's like, gives you that appearance, but I'd like put it on underneath. Like on my skin.
You never take it off. You just wear the whole session.
I wear it for the whole session.
So it's gym attire.
It's literally like, right, well, I've got my shoes, my shirt, my pants, my weightlifting belts on. Like, literally, that's it.
Straps.
Yeah, straps.
Doesn't matter if you're not doing squats, not doing deadlifts.
Doesn't matter.
Bicep curls and wearing this belt.
But I was wearing bicep curls, and I was like, when I look back at videos, I'm like, why was I wearing that? It's just like weird.
You just say that you're doing supersets, deadlift, isn't it?
I don't know. Now I only wear one for deadlifting. I say I don't wear it for anything else.
That's the only time. I've always been taught that, like in terms of, because I grew up in that like powerlifting era, right, where everyone was power, and everyone would take their belt off when they're powerlifting, right? So or like when they in between sets or whatever. So I was like, oh, so I wouldn't wear it otherwise, right? And it was so tight.
But like, when you're doing, like, I look back and I'm like, why am I doing dumbbell curls? Yeah. Like tricep rope extensions wearing a weightlifting belt. And I guess that's probably has had an effect on like my core as well.
You think?
I think it must do, because I had it for so many years doing a lat pull down wearing a weightlifting belt. Like, what are you doing?
But you didn't wear it outside of the gym, did you?
Yeah, I wore it to bed. Yeah. No, I didn't do that. I didn't wear it outside the gym. But I can just remember, like,
how many years did you do that?
Easily 5+.
Oh shit!
Easily 5+.
How did you wean yourself away from it?
I was training with someone, and they kind of said, "Why'd you wear that for like every exercise?" And I didn't have an answer. It's just become a habit. Like in my head, I knew why I was wearing it, because I wanted to have that appearance. Yeah. It makes you look, especially when you're lean. But like when you're sitting at 120 kilos, man, you don't need to be wearing a weightlifting belt. Like no one's impressed by that. So then I was kind of like, oh shit, I don't actually need to be wearing this.
Just in case I need to be ready, innit, to do a squat anytime.
Just in case I'm ready to deadlift, yeah.
If someone training with someone and like, I was squatting today, oh shit, well, I've got my belt on.
I'm ready.
Even though you've done most of your session doing curls.
So yeah, I think that was a pretty cringe one for me, to be honest.
Okay.
But I think everyone's kind of been through that stage.
I've never done that.
No, but you was powerlifting. Everyone that started off in the gym.
Yeah.
Like, you still see loads of people do it.
People still do it, yeah, now.
So many people.
There's loads of old school bodybuilders that all, like, you can see it. They've been doing that for years, bro. Their belt, that maxi muscle belt thing.
You don't need to. You actually need your lower back supported on every exercise. But I'll be doing something like a chest supported T-bar row, so it's already supported, and I've got my belt on. But so I guess the only thing that I could, in my defense, was like, you do get a better brace.
Yeah.
Whether even if you're sat down, for example, you've got something to push.
Well,
again.
I mean,
yeah, but so that's the only thing I could.
Would you get the same brace if you wore your belt across like just your normal regular jean belt?
Yeah,
your high waist. You know the women when they got high waisted trousers.
When I'm getting ready to go out, it brings back memories.
You know the girls that got the high waisted jeans.
Yeah, literally.
If they cinch their
Gucci belt, they're ready to go.
They're ready, man.
They're ready to go. Serious lifters.
Ready
that's probably my worst.
Ready for them slut drops, bro.
Oh, so we'll go on. Give me one.
I think I went through this big stage of calories like doesn't really matter. So when I first started, I think I don't know who the fuck I learned this from, but it was I think maybe even Poliquin did say it at some point where yeah, calories doesn't really matter too much. It's more about like what you're eating, because like kind of like healthy, right? If you,
Also, a bit like Weight Watchers.
yeah, kind of, not necessarily, because Weight Watchers it's still about calories, right? To a degree.
No, it's about sins.
Is it? Yeah, but it's still based upon that. But this was literally like, doesn't matter.
Yeah, but Weight Watchers is like you can eat as many potatoes as you want.
Oh really?
Yeah, because it's not a sin. You can eat as many potatoes.
That's scary.
You can eat 4,000 calories worth of potatoes.
I don't know, man. But yeah, for me it was yeah, you can eat whatever, especially nuts. Nuts so that you can like
What?
good nuts, like handful of nuts. Yeah, you go for it.
What, handful of nuts how many times a day?
Fucking, you'd eat it all the time, innit? Because you're
Yeah, of
starving.
course, it's nice. And nuts are decent as well. It's good.
And so yeah, you have the nuts, and you're just like,
These nuts.
yeah, you're just like, okay, well, it doesn't matter. And then you're giving it to your clients, thinking, yeah, they did. Some of them still lost weight because maybe they didn't like snacking on nuts, but then. I felt like it was a bit of luck. like you know, they've lost some weight, but you're like, I
but
ain't
that's
know
like a
why I
health.
did
It's
it.
like it's like fruit. Oh yeah, I'm eating a lot of fruit because it's healthy.
Yeah,
It's like you've eaten like loads of bananas.
I mean, it's a lot
apples,
harder
oranges.
to eat that amount, right, in fruit.
Yeah, but people are like, oh, I'm eating healthy.
Yeah.
It's like you've had 4 bananas.
I mean, it makes sense now, right, when you think about it in terms of calories. But at the time, I was just like,
No, yeah, of course, yeah.
I was like, yeah, you're
no,
right.
but it does make sense. So if someone's like fruit is seen as healthy,
Yeah,
or like nuts are seen as healthy,
yeah.
it's like people feel like, oh yeah, I had sushi, like really healthy. Like, you had like 30 rolls.
Yeah, there's bare sugar in that rice, bro.
Yeah, like it's crazy. That's why it's like funny, isn't it? What people's perception of what healthy food and stuff is.
Yeah, that took me a long time to realise that.
Yeah, I kind of had the similar one, but I was told if you exercise, you can eat whatever you want. Similar.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was literally like.
Did you do that?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
So when I first started training, it was like, yeah, it's all right. We went, like, we trained, or we did whatever. I literally go to the gym, do like an hour's worth of cardio, walk out the gym, go to Tesco's, buy a pack of donuts, and walk home.
I'm done.
Like as well as like because I was like, no, it's all right. I've exercised. Like didn't understand that there was like a balance to it. That was when I first started going. When I was like,
Trying to outrun your diet.
like yeah, trying to out train it. Then I go home, have dinner, and I'd already eaten. Like I was like, yeah, I can eat what I want. I'm going to the gym later, like to do like an hour on the treadmill or whatever I was doing. Something.
I guess that's similar to the cheat meals, right?
Yeah,
Like, I don't know if you ever did that.
I just have cheat days, bro.
Oh mate, I was supposed to.
That is a really big. That is a big fuck up. Cheat days.
I used to have a cheat meal, but then it turned into a day. So that was me. And what I noticed, I was still losing fat. That's the thing. And I think because my appetite, obviously, I don't really eat that much, right? So even if I was to have a cheat meal or a cheat day, it's probably like equivalent to somebody's cheat meal, right? Because I just don't eat that much.
Yeah, I can imagine yours would be so boring.
Yeah. I used to eat a lot of crisps. That was
Crisps.
yeah, I like crisps. And then, yeah, I don't know. I know, but one thing that's for sure is that obviously as you diet down and you're getting leaner, and it does work to a degree because your cheat meals are not as big because you're not as hungry.
Yeah.
But as you get leaner, those cheat meals start to get bigger and bigger and bigger. And I was still losing weight, but it was at this detriment of, again, it comes down to that luck. The element is like I was kind of losing weight, but luckily, you know, like it's like fucking hell. It was just luck that, you know, my deficit was big enough that this was not super
over the course of the week.
Yeah,
I've definitely been there, done that. It's like, no, I've been good this week, so I can have Saturday off, like the whole Saturday, McDonald's breakfast, or go to the calf.
That's the danger with cheat meals, isn't it? It's like, especially if you have that mindset of is unlimited calories.
Yes.
Then that just throws everything off, right? Because you could have 6, 7, or 6 good days, and that one meal literally can destroy
the whole thing. Like if you're eating 10,000, like and I was eating like every Saturday 10,000 calories, and then being like,
that's the biggest flaw too. I don't know if you've read James Clear's book, Atomic Habits, right? So one of his things is like, and a lot of people use in terms of their coaching is you want to have more good days than bad days, right?
Yeah.
And that's the aim. It doesn't matter. Like when it comes to calories, it don't matter.
No, of course
you
not.
can have fucking 6 good days. You can have one bad day.
Yeah, one bad day is gonna outdo the whole 6.
Outdo the whole thing. So that definitely is something that I've said in the past, and I have to disagree with that. It's not. Some people can. Yeah, naturally you do want to have more good days, right? But yeah, I mean, over the course of, let me say, if you did it over the course of a year. You know, if you have
one a month, then you still.
But if we're talking about a week, no.
You're talking about like 51% of the days were good, and 49 were bad. Well, you're probably gonna end up being the same then.
Yeah.
Like
we could even gain weight.
Yeah,
from that.
Exactly. Another one that I kind of had was when I used to train at Virgin Active. I must say, online was like, you got a deadlift in your socks. Like, you got a deadlift like without shoes on.
Barefoot or something.
So, but you weren't allowed to do that. So I was like, oh, fuck. I was like, how am I going to do it? So I bought a pair of those barefoot shoes.
Oh, shit. The Vibrams.
The Vibrams, yeah.
The toes.
Not the toes, like the actual shoes ones.
Oh, okay.
I look back at that and I'm like, I was wearing them on the street.
Oh, really?
I was walking home in them.
They were really popular before, weren't it? Those Vibrams. Those
but
toe ones, anyway.
I look at them, but the toe ones I think is just like even worse.
They're horrible, they
I
are.
was looking at them like, well, I look back again at something, I'm like, what the hell were you
No one wears them anymore, do they? Like
They were real, like, they had a shop in Covent Garden and they actually had like shoes that were like barefoot ones. And I was like, they made them into like desert boots and like kind of training, but they weren't really like, and I was wearing them in the gym and I was just like, what?
Do you know what? That's part of the trends, and the fitness trends is like Vivo Barefoot as well, whatever they're called. It's like those fiber thing, Vibrams. It's like, why did people stop? Just like the glasses.
People start wearing Jordans. That's why.
That's what I mean. It's like, what the fuck is this trend going? Like, well, who decides these things, and everyone starts doing them? So like the Vibrams with the blue light blocking sunglasses, and the Edgar David glasses. Edgar David glasses. He started the trend, and then everyone started doing it.
So I don't know where it came from, but it was more so I was just looking for an alternative.
Yeah.
Like that literally was all it was.
Do they smell though? Because you're supposed to. Oh, what? I mean, if you wore the shoe, it's different, right? But if you wear the
I didn't wear the 5 foot.
Yeah.
I didn't wear the 5 foot. It was like it was a shoe.
5 foot.
Like a monster with 5 feet. No, I didn't wear the 5 toes, but I had like the shoe in, and I had something like that, man. I was like, I went out in public wearing them, like.
Oh shit! Did it hurt your feet? Like stepping on stones and that?
No, it's just bizarre. I was just like, what are you doing? Really weird, yeah. I look back at that and I'm a bit like, ick.
Cringe.
Ick.
Yeah. I don't know, man. That fight, the toe thing was really weird for me. Like I saw everyone wearing them. I'm like, what is this about, man?
Yeah. To what end? What's the benefit of that?
I don't know. Stinks though.
Yeah.
Well, there's someone wearing the gym or doing leg
cardio
at a client, right? Doing leg curls. Oh, that's all fucking rough, man. That not nice at all. Yeah, wasn't a huge fan of those. Yeah, I never had that. I like trainers, so I like wearing different shoes. But then obviously everyone started wearing Jordans now, so it's like I can't wear them anymore.
I kind of did that when I moved to like squat shoes. At first, it was like I was wearing my squat shoes on like a push day.
Oh, you're just wearing it all the time.
Just wearing it all. I did that.
I did that.
Just putting on my squat shoes or like my lifting shoes.
See if you get a bit taller. I'm
doing bicep curls in like Romegos.
You're like, why the fuck are my calves so tight? You're doing PT sessions in Romania.
Like, just nuts. I was like, I look back again, I'm like, what were you doing? Just my trainers.
I did that. I was walking around changing.
Yeah. Like,
training my clients. Training my clients. Like,
yeah, literally.
Like,
you had bright orange ones as well, didn't you?
My argument is I was taller, right?
Yeah, it's true.
It's fine.
But now I wear them just for my leg exercise, and I'll just change back into whatever I'm wearing. So, God, it's kind of like phase. It's like growing up, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, isn't it? That's why it's funny. I did a lot of roundabout deadlifts as well. That was
you used to roundabout deadlift all the time.
Badly, bro. Like,
yeah, but I guess if you get
horrible ones.
What you were doing though, is just get the weight up, isn't it?
I know, but no one told me about these. Like,
do you think they were talking behind your back though?
I don't know, but they can't say shit because it's so heavy.
Yeah,
it's like this guy's lifting like literally.
Yeah, but what do you mean no one told you? So like people that, so you did the lift and they'll be like, oh yeah, that was good, but your back was a bit rounded.
No, everyone was like, yeah.
Everyone was like, yeah. Seeing them going, fucking hell, look at.
I don't know, maybe they did that and I was oblivious, but imagine getting beat by someone that was doing that. Horrible.
Yeah, that's your technique though, isn't it? That just shows. No, but again, but its technique is that how much does technique really come into play?
Yeah, it's horrible though. It was just look back.
I mean, he does look bad at some of the videos.
It's fucking bad, man. Some of them are really bad.
Yeah, but it worked.
But it worked for you. Do you know what's the worst thing about it is you look for content, right? You're like, so in my head, I was like, I don't know, this doesn't look right, you know. And then you'd see someone like there's this guy Konstantinov at the time, and he was pulling rounded back. But his round back was not from the lower back; it's from the upper back, and it wasn't because it's rounded. It's just purely because he's got so much muscle in his erectors, right? So it kind of looks a little bit rounded, right? So if I was to do that versus like somebody else which has got more muscle, it's going to look very different. And obviously he's talking about going a slight round is okay.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
okay.
I'm like, yeah,
round is okay. Team round back.
Yeah, I'm like, it's fine until obviously I hurt my back and I barely could stand up. And then
it.
I was like, oh shit, no, I need to change that now.
That's it. I think
That was bad.
that's technique is not like lat pull down. What was I doing? I think technique is a big fitness fuck up because not learning the correct techniques early enough is mad. And like, I was doing some crazy stuff.
But isn't it like there's crazy stuff now because there's always somebody will tell you this technique is good, and then somebody else is going to tell you this technique is bad.
But like, it worked at the time. It worked.
Yeah.
It worked for what I was doing.
But then is it because you're such a noob?
Yeah, no, of course. But it worked.
Yeah.
Like
anything would have worked, but maybe it would have worked more.
It would have worked better if you did it properly.
Do you know what I mean?
Like one of my fitness fuck ups. I used to wear like lifting gloves, like with the homeless glove.
What do you mean? Oh, those ones? Yeah. Well, no, really.
Maxi muscle.
Oh, right, okay. I thought you meant the actual homeless. Like in the winter time.
I used to wear those gloves because I didn't used to like getting the calluses.
Was there people wearing the gardening gloves? Is it the gardening gloves?
No, yeah, people do wear gardening gloves. If you go to Hackney gyms, they're wearing gardening gloves in there from the pound shop around the corner, man. But I used to wear the cut off ones, and they were like really weird material, like leather. And they talk about stink. Oh, but I remember I was wearing them on leg day.
Did Ronnie comment on that as well?
Bro, it's a video of me squatting with no leg equipment on. But I've got my lifting gloves. I've got my lifting gloves on squatting.
You get your belt though, no?
No, this was like back in this was. I think those gloves were like the first piece of lifting equipment I bought because it came with like the sets. You know the Maxi Muscle starter pack where you get your protein, a shaker, some pills, like not pills, but like some vitamins.
Pill box or something.
And you get the lifting glove. So I just wore them religiously because I didn't like the feeling of the bar on my hands. That was a big one for me.
Did you wear it out as well? You know, like.
Yes, ice skate. It was a bit cold. No, but I had it.
You could use your phone at the same time.
Yeah. But that was back in the day as well. But that was I got bench pressing in, lifting gloves.
But did you not find it was difficult to press in them, like, or do anything? Like, imagine doing back, like, because we wear straps, right, to make it closer.
That was before.
Imagine like your arms, like it's like
that
perpetual
was
fat grips.
That was before. And then after a couple hours, it was a good like 2 years of wearing like lifting gloves. Then moved to those like bear grips. You know, like where you put your fingers through.
Oh God!
And that was a bit cooler.
And now it's just
nothing. Now I'm just
straps.
raw, dry.
We should bring it back.
Bring back
the gardening gloves.
gloves.
The gardening gloves.
Yeah, I think at one point I even had like the Gold's Gym lifting gloves, man.
Oh, well, the yellow ones.
No, the black ones like the yellow logo.
Yeah. That's mad.
Oh man, that was disgusting.
That's mad. I think everybody goes through this trend is it's just training way too much. Like, you know, doing too. I used to go in and my workouts were 3 sets of 10 on everything. So let's say I was doing chest, every chest exercise.
3 sets of 10.
Incline bench press, flat bench press, decline,
and then press ups,
and then
flies,
and then dumbbells.
Yeah.
I used to do that. But I do it all in one session: incline dumbbells, flat dumbbells, decline dumbbells, incline dumbbell flies, flat dumbbell flies, decline dumbbell flies.
Been there, buddy.
Mate, I don't know how much volume I used to do. I think I grew though.
Yeah, I mean, but that's the thing though. You can't knock it.
I was sore.
That would be like
fucking sore.
I used to go like from back squats and then front squat, then hack squat, then leg press, then lunge.
I didn't train legs.
Did you not?
No.
Oh,
I played football.
Oh, what, the sport?
Yeah, that's why I didn't train legs.
Yeah, but still, you still could have hit a couple of sessions, no? Never hit a session?
I reckon I'd say the first 2 years, at least 2 years of my training, I maybe hit once. Legs.
Wow.
Once. That's mad, isn't it?
That's crazy. I was forced to train.
Now you think, like, probably known for my legs.
Yeah, probably.
You know what I mean?
What could have been?
Who knows? That's what I mean. But yeah, I enjoyed. But you know what? I wish someone told me about that training. Like what the fuck are you doing, kind of thing. But I was young, man. No one really cared.
Yeah,
I was doing the gym. No one really cared. Other people probably doing the same thing.
Yeah, you was copying.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I'd call this one a fuck up, but joining like Virgin Active at the time.
Was that your first gym?
Yeah. I wish I just went straight to like a
bodybuilding
gym.
I did.
But I think that would have been better for me. Obviously, I met a lot of great people there and stuff. Like, I can't knock that. But in terms, Yeah, Virgin Active.
I see.
But like in terms of from a training standpoint, being there for like 4 years was like it was tough.
What took you out of it then? Like, because obviously there's a big step up.
I completed the weights.
You just started lifting. But what, doing 3 sets of 10? You completed all the weights.
I completed the weights. No, obviously not on the barbell, but like they
No
only
dumbbells
had
and
dumbbells up to 50,
Oh,
and
shit.
like I was flinging them.
Yeah, half reps.
Yeah, but in my head I'd completed it. I
Yeah,
should
yeah.
say in my head I'd completed it. No, but at one point though, because like shoulder pressing like 50s for like a good set of like 5 or 6.
Yeah.
Like so I was like
A good set.
Yeah, a good set.
Or
Like,
bad set.
The form was obviously getting better,
Right.
like as you prolong training, but then the machines were just like too light.
Yeah, a techno gym, innit?
Techno gym stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it was like, I need to go somewhere they got heavier. I was like looking around, and so I went to bodybuilding. And then because everything's
What was your
paid for
first
as well.
bodybuilding gym?
Muscleworks.
Oh, really?
Stokey, yeah.
Oh, shit. Okay. Wow. So
Which
you haven't
was
really
quite-
been that many gyms then?
No, not really. Not really. I've trained there for years.
Hmm.
Then I've only been to like 3, like 3 gyms properly, if you like as a
I've
member.
I've been all over. Always go to different places. Like
But I
for
think-
a prolonged period of time.
I think to avoid that fuck up though, I think people benefit more
Yeah.
and learn more in the bodybuilding sort of environment or powerlifting environment rather than just going to this health club where some guy.
It's changed a lot though, that environment now.
Do you think?
Yeah, like I remember when I first went, the first gym that I went to, we wouldn't bench because there's the big guys were benching, right? And like we just get shifted, boy, if we were like benching.
Yeah.
There was a hierarchy in the gyms. There's not that anymore. Like if you did that, people would cancel you and shit.
Yeah, no.
Whereas
yeah,
at the
yeah,
time
that's
it was
true.
like
I think when
it
you
was
go to,
an
when you go to
unwritten
these like
rule.
bodybuilding gyms now, there's not many bodybuilders there. If
Yeah,
that makes sense.
there's
Everyone's
a
just
lot
kinda
of
there for, like-
tripods, cameras, social media. At the time when we were there, there's some big dudes there,
Yeah.
man. We would get shifted. Like me and my friends, we were training. We were like training at a weird time where they weren't there, so then we could bench. And then when they did come, like towards like probably end up like we finished school right 3 o'clock, probably still hang around until like 4:30, 5 o'clock in there,
Yeah.
right? And then they would come in, and then you're like, okay, we're done with the bench.
Yeah,
You
we
guys
done.
can
Yeah,
have it.
yeah. You guys can have it now.
you
We're
can-
finished.
Yeah, that kind of thing. But if we were late and that's the time that we trained, no, we ain't doing no bench press, man, because they were on it, right?
That's
And we
nuts.
were like, oh shit. But that was the hierarchy, right? At the time, it's like you'd learn from these big guys. You're like, okay, shit, well, this guy's doing big
Watch
stuff.
them what they're doing.
Yeah, there's just not that anymore. You know. I remember one of the things that one of the guys said to me. He was like, I think like after like a year or so of training in that gym, I did one session with that guy, and he was like, if you keep training like this when you're 25, you're gonna fucking look awesome.
Yeah.
I never forgot that. Obviously, I'm 32 now, but yeah, it was probably one of the best things someone's told me. To be fair,
No,
that
for
kept me
sure.
on it. Yeah.
For sure. I think having people like that though is important because they push you at the same time. So like one of my fitness fuck ups again was always wearing like knee wraps.
Yeah.
I'd wear my knee wraps from my fucking middle of my shin to the top of my thigh.
All the way
so
up to the
long. So long. And but I was still like, so they were doing nothing for me, but I was still squatting above 200 kilos comfortably, like for reps.
They were just leg warmers.
I don't know what they were, but I'd only put them on when I got to, so I would never wear them.
Yeah.
And then I'd do like a heavier.
Who taught you to wrap their knees in?
So this one, I don't know his name,
Yeah.
Polish guy in the gym.
Okay.
He was quite stocky, but like he was always coming to me like, oh my, like, how old are you? Like mad strong, like
Yeah.
you know, you're repping out 200, like decent form, nothing on you. He goes, but he's like to me, when you put on your knee wraps, like they're not doing anything. I said, what do you mean they're not doing anything? I said, like, I've got them on, like helping me. He went, well, it's not around the joint. And he went, let me show you. I never think this moment changed. This was a game changer.
He
said,
yank it.
He let me put them on for you. And so he went like, I'll say he went down. He went down like to my knee level and he wrapped it.
Cinched it.
And I went like, like that. I'll never forget what he said. He looked me straight in the eye in his Polish accent. He went, don't be pussy. Yeah. And he fucking wrapped his knee around my mouth. And I was walking like, you know, you can't bend your knee then. And I was like, what the hell is this? Like, I've never had knee wraps on. I couldn't move my joint. I did like 30 kilos to my lift, like instantly. And I was like, oh, so this is how you're actually meant to wear them.
I don't know if it actually does help you, or is it just like you can no longer feel your knees?
Yeah, well, yeah. But it must be something. Obviously, there's that sort of like.
I don't get how it helps. It does though.
Yeah, I don't.
But
know. I don't know the science behind
I don't
it. But
understand
I'm
it.
telling you, I did 30 kilos minimum.
I really don't understand why it helps.
Like,
Because why would this thing that's compressing on my knee help me to lift more? I don't know if it's like a placebo or what.
But
it fucking does.
I spent years wearing those knee wraps incorrect, basically, until he showed me how to do it properly. Literally, but from literally the midpoint of my calf to the mid part of my thigh.
It's painful, man, when you wear knee wraps.
Oh, you wear them properly, motherfucker.
I don't really see them anymore. I don't really see people wear knee wraps. It's always sleeves.
Everyone's on the sleeves, isn't it?
Yeah, natural, raw.
Raw lift. Is it raw though? Wearing sleeves?
Raw with sleeves, they call
Raw
it.
sleeves. Raw sleeves.
Yeah. Back in the day, we used to use knee wraps, man. Used to love it.
It's mad, isn't it?
Yeah.
I also, one of my fitness fuckers, I just went through a weird obsession with wearing a vest.
Oh yeah.
Every session.
At night.
Like, just
At night during the day.
No, it's only in the gym.
Oh, okay.
Like, I'd have the mad t-shirt tan from, and I'd still be wearing it. And again, I look back, I'm like, what were you thinking?
Yeah.
Gold's gym stringers, like, coming out my ears.
Well, the ones where you can see the nipple.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
I wasn't even like.
Oh yeah, I've seen a few pictures of you in them.
There's loads on my phone. There's probably thousands.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
You like them?
What?
The stringers.
Yeah, yeah. But now, like, I would unless I was like.
It was popular then, though. Growing up.
They were. That was the whole thing.
Gymshark was doing them as well, right?
Yeah. There was a whole like movement.
Jeff C and all them.
all
were
them
doing it.
guys,
You got
they were always
influenced,
rocking
man.
it, man. I got so many, man.
You got so influenced.
So
I was always scared to wear a vest because I always felt like I was too small. Yeah. Probably only nowadays. Let's kind of wear it a little bit more here and there.
You've been banging it out
Yeah,
recently,
I just wear it
man.
here and there. Just like, okay, I still look okay. You know, kind of
I
thing.
see you, man.
But I never really wear it. Like those vests that you see, I've had them for fucking years.
Yeah.
I used to wear them in Singapore because it was actually hot.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Yeah.
Like it was actually hot, and I can still fit into them now. I think they've just stretched over
Yeah.
time.
That's fair. That's fair enough.
But yeah, I don't really wear them that much. But yeah, I suppose now is the time that you can actually.
Yeah, it's true. It's warm.
Yeah. But hey, I think my one as well is the exercise mechanic stuff. When I think people probably still running through it now. Like it's probably still people running through it now. But I started with I'd like to say I started with the exercise mechanic stuff early, and I went through that whole process when you go from that whole progressive overload, like I need to add more weight on, and I went through that and I was like, I'm not really growing, like, especially for my back anyway. My back was not changing from it, and that's when I started to look elsewhere for some answers, and obviously it was just mainly due to my form. But then you start to learn about exercise mechanics, and you're like, oh, I need to do these single arm pull down, all these exercises, and then you just forego everything, and you're like, oh, I don't really feel it. So then you pull back on the load even more, and then you're just not really doing anything. Yeah, you feel it, but then you forget about the aspects of progressive overload. And
I think it's a very fine line, isn't it?
Yeah, I think that people are making that mistake right now. Like we're going through that phase where the exercise mechanics is massive, right? Like it was not so big like before.
I also just think I do some that I much prefer like cuffed cable raises for shoulders. I don't mind a single arm lat pull down.
Yeah.
And stuff, but some of the stuff is just all this D handle on every equipment, like all this sort of stuff is just like, come on, man, you got to draw the line. Draw the line somewhere. And don't get me wrong, I've tried it, I've experimented with it. I can't tell the difference. Just,
I think it comes down to the setup as well. Like some people, they just do it for whatever. Like, oh, the handle works for this. I'll just throw on this. And then it's like...
But again, though, it comes down to a trend thing, isn't it? You see someone doing it, on like, it's always... You go to the gym...
Always gets watered down, isn't it?
But you always see it on the high row, the NTS one. There's always D handles in it. I'm just like, why?
It changes the profile of it, for sure. Like, for the worse sometimes.
Yeah, well, if you're not doing it correctly, you're making it harder.
Yeah.
Less load.
It's interesting, that. But yeah, people wouldn't be doing that before, right? At all.
I think one of my fitness fuck-ups that I'm still doing is taking pre-workout before every session. I've become so, like, I don't know how I would love to do a training session without it and see what the actual...
You should just do a day without caffeine.
Yeah, but it hurts my head. It hurts my head too much.
Yeah, but do you want it enough?
No. I like having...
What if I said that you could build more muscle?
Without caffeine?
Yeah.
I'd ditch it instantly.
There you go.
I'd suffer.
It's probably inhibiting your muscle gains.
Why? From a recovery point of view?
Just from everything. Caffeine inhibits muscle.
Because I'm always stimmed.
No, just caffeine just inhibits muscle. Not everybody else's, yours specifically.
Really?
Yeah.
Shit. Oh yeah, I can't. Oh, another fuckery thing is the fitness fuck up is I have a protein grenade bar.
Is that a fuck up?
No, but I have
It's
one
because it's not real food, innit? Adi Abu.
yeah, but I have one every day.
This is shit.
It's expensive. I have one every day.
That is expensive.
Protein bars now, like you go to the petrol station, you're looking at near £4 for a protein bar.
£4 for one? Nah.
For what? Yeah.
One?
Yeah.
Where did
yeah.
you see that?
Petrol stations.
That is crazy. That's expensive, man.
Of course. Like the corner shop that I go to buy it from, if I don't have a box, is £3 for one.
You get it?
Yeah, and a Monster. It costs me
You're addicted to that, innit? You're
it's
addicted
like
to
£5 a
that, innit?
day.
That's mad, bro. I suppose that's your coffee, innit? But then you get coffee as well.
No, I don't
You
drink.
drink
I only
coffee?
drink coffee on prep.
Oh, okay. You know.
So I'll have one. I'll have one
Monster.
Monster in the morning.
Yeah.
That's it. And then I'll
With the grenade bar.
with the grenade bar on the way to work. It's like
Right.
my little whilst
Breakfast.
listening to whatever I'm listening to.
Yeah.
And
Stick
then,
to fitness.
yeah, and then at 5:30 I'll double scoop whatever pre-workout I've got in the car.
Fucking hell. I think I bought one tub of pre-workout once. And
When we go to JP's gym, we're having some pre-workout. Man.
try his one at Do Not Fucking Miss. Is it Do Not Fucking Miss?
Yeah, strong now. I've had that.
Is
I had
it?
that on prep. Yeah.
I've never had any pre-workout really.
Yeah, but come on, man.
I like one thing that I did like was it had this Alpha GPC. So it's like a nootropic. So it's like more like that tasted really nice. It's like a drop. It's like a sugar drop, but I don't know whether or not that really works.
Nah, there's no caffeine in that bad.
There's no caffeine in it. No.
I want Naughty Boy, $3.50 per scoop, and we're doubling it.
The thing is, if I have that, I'll never sleep.
You would though. We like 1 o'clock time. You'll be alright. Listen.
I will not sleep.
When I was at uni and stuff, I used to double scoop and mix it with Monster.
That's nuts, man. I will have a bubble tea and I can't sleep.
It's lovely.
Do you know what I mean?
Those were the days, man. Those were the days.
Did you have the original Jack 3D?
No, I never got to try
You
that,
never had that?
unfortunately, no. Which was sad for me, but
You would love that, I think.
love caffeine, man.
I don't know how you do it. It's too much. I don't want to be. I don't like being addicted to anything. Like I'm not. I wouldn't be. I feel like it's a weak thing.
No, but if I wanted to, I could tell. If I didn't get a headache, I wouldn't need it.
Yeah.
Like on a Sunday, for example, I don't have one, but I'm not getting in my car and driving to work.
Oh, so you wouldn't have caffeine on a Sunday?
No, on a Sunday I don't have a Monster because I'm not.
But then when you do not get a headache,
Well, no, because I have like a Pepsi and that kind of suppresses it a bit.
then why don't you just bang out bare Pepsis every day and try it like gradually?
You got to wheel yourself off it. I get that, but
Yeah. Because then you won't need as much, right? Then you won't get as much of a headache. Slowly. You know?
yeah, but it's just doing it, innit? It's just long
Yeah, you're just used to it, and it's a routine, isn't it?
routine. So that's
That grenade bar though is mad.
Yeah, the grenade bar is. I
Even
know,
if you
it's
buy it
crazy.
yourself, it's £1.20 each.
Yeah.
We have one a day. How many
One a
is in a
day.
box?
12. Amazon Prime, boy. You see my Amazon Prime. We share Amazon Prime account. You see that?
Say share. I use yours.
Yeah, you use mine. Yeah, but still.
So what? That lasts you less than 2 weeks, man.
Of course, 12.
And then
12 days.
some days it's gonna be. You might even have another one.
Some days I do have another one.
Fucking hell. So how many? But you only buy like one box at a time, right?
Yes, I don't know why. Just buy one box at a
Buy
time.
fucking crate. Why don't you go
You
to like
can. There was
Costco's and buy the whole
There was a
thing?
guy on eBay who was
He's
definitely
saying-
stealing
yeah,
them,
he's saying robbing them.
and
yeah.
it was working out £1 a bar.
That was alright.
Yeah, that was decent. But you had to buy like 80.
But if you think about, in terms of protein aspect of it, it's kind of worth it, right?
Yeah, 20 grams decent. Decent. 20
Because
grams.
what else?
Right.
What other things are you gonna get for that kind of price? £1 for 20 grams of protein. There's not
Yeah.
many things that you're gonna get for 20.
No, you look at like buying a ready-made shake. A grenade shake, for example.
That's like £3.50, isn't it?
Yeah,
£4.
£3.50, yeah.
That's what I mean. But has that got 20 grams of protein?
25.
Exactly. So
Well, what's a chicken breast? It's about what 20 to 25, depending on the size. Yeah. Get the price of that.
that's what I mean. So that's probably why it costs that kind of
Yeah.
price. But it's quick, innit? Like
But it tastes good, man. Those Oreo ones.
I never had it.
Oh,
I
that's
can't take it.
better
If
than-
you give it to me on the podcast, I'll be going for a shit.
It's better than
in and out with me.
It's better than a chocolate bar.
Yeah, I don't know, man. That's the thing. That's what stopped me from having it. I reckon if I didn't get bloated and get stomach
Yeah,
ache
you'd love
from
it.
I'll probably eat in just as much as you.
Yeah, of course. It's better, isn't it?
Yeah, but I can't take it.
That's
so.
still a fuck up though for me. Don't know why I do that. I need to stop doing that.
It's probably grenade get the most amount of money from you. I'm sure loads of people do a very similar thing to you.
Oh yeah,
I don't think
I
it's.
think I don't think I'm the only one doing that.
There's many people. I had another client. Many people doing one protein diet, regardless. Like when he was on prep, had to do it. Had to have one protein bar a day.
I think that is a lot of habit though, because I could swap that for something else and be fine.
But even on prep, would you have it?
I'd have it all the way up until like
You can't have it.
It wasn't worth it.
Or you didn't have any calories left for it.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Or 200 calories was your whole day's worth of food.
Yeah, sad times. I think my final fitness fuck up, which I've only in the last couple of years kind of stopped.
The vapes. That fitness fuck up.
That was just a life fuck up. That wasn't a fitness fuck up. Is I'd go into the gym and just do something different every time.
Different?
Yeah, so I'd
do program hopping.
Yeah. So I'd do legs. So if I was training legs twice a week. So if I did like 8 leg sessions a month, each leg session would be completely different.
That's funny, isn't it? Because if you think about how we used to train, like when you first started going to the gym, you would do all the exercises, right? You wouldn't deviate.
No.
I'd say that's the thing. When I first, that's probably what luckily I got right, was I didn't change my workouts at all. I'd do the same thing all the time.
I'd do
that's all I
something
knew.
different.
Well, obviously I knew all the exercises. I did all the exercises.
I'd do something completely different.
That's interesting.
Completely different. I think that.
Rep range. What did you go through your mind? You just go.
No, I say.
But is it because the gym had loads of equipment and?
Yeah, well, it had enough equipment, and it was kind of like I'll be training with someone different. And be like, oh, what do you want to do? Like, I would never because I was in an environment where I was the noob.
Yeah.
And my friends worked there.
I'm gonna believe him. Right?
So I'm just gonna. What do you want to do today?
Yeah.
And we just go and do it. Sort of thing.
Interesting.
I mean, it'd just be like, 12 reps, get to 12.
Yeah, I fell into it like the right thing.
Yeah, you're lucky.
Very lucky. Because I did that, and then the other thing that I always chased was when I went to the gym, I never really chased a look. I don't know why. I never went. I did go like, I want to look like these guys, I want to look better. But there was never like, I never put a time frame on it. I just thought, I don't know what it was. I just said, when I go train, I'm just someday I'm gonna look like this. And there was no ever time frame. And there wasn't 2 sets of dumbbells. There's a lighter set of dumbbell and a heavier set. The heavier set with like the Avanco, the black ones. Yeah. And I was like, I want to lift those one day, you know. So I was like building up every time I go into my sessions. It was always like, I need to gradually get down this, and then go over there. And or I was because at the time we didn't have bumper plates then, right? They were like 10 kilo plates, were like the 5s now. They're tiny, right? So you're like, I don't want to fucking be benching this 10 kilo. I want to bench a big wheel, right? And that was always the thing that kept me going, was I'm chasing the big wheel. I'm chasing one plate on the bar. I'm chasing the upper set of dumbbells. So I fell into progressive overload without even really realizing
by chance.
Right? Yeah. So I was very lucky in that sense. Yeah. This is me, man. Bodybuilding is just luck, bro. It's just luck. I don't know why. It's really interesting why I actually
soon we'll have the answer.
Yeah, but then it's interesting to see why people now choose the other direction as well. Like, what makes people then go, I'm just gonna keep, like, for yourself. Why did you keep changing different exercises? Like,
I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's so weird.
Just following the.
Yeah, but certain people, like I'm in this gym, and maybe it's because I see other people doing this, and I feel like I need to do that. I don't know. Influenced by different things, right?
Yeah. I guess I would just more wanted. In my head, it was more. As long as I'm training, doesn't matter what I do.
Yeah.
I'm doing something.
That's that as well. Like the consistency of that is like, I know if I keep.
I was doing it 7 days a bloody week. So,
yeah, same. You just do it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Very interesting. My last fuck up is going to be powerlifting. When I was doing powerlifting, I did a lot of they call it I don't know if you heard of West Side Barbell, right? They do a lot of like 1 rep max lifting, where they change the style of accommodating resistance. So they were doing bands and chains before anybody else was doing them, right? And that's why I learned all of the stuff on accommodating resistance. And every week, you know, we train, and there's a group of powerlifters that used to do this West Side, and they were a lot stronger than me. They're bigger than me. They're taking, you know, performance enhancers. And I was a natural guy, right? But we would spend 3 hours squatting.
Yeah, it's mad, isn't it?
And I would probably do about 6 reps.
Yep.
That's fucking mad.
That is nuts.
But I got stronger.
But you're overloading the weight though, aren't you?
I know, but it's just weird. It's more like testing the weight, but it's just weird that I think, like, I still managed to get stronger doing that. And I think I could have gained so much.
That's because you got it. You have it. Whatever it is, you got it.
Yeah. But it's just weird, isn't it? It's like, I think during that phase, how much stronger could I have been if I actually trained properly and I did more volume?
Yeah, but that's always the way, isn't it? You never know. You'll never know.
But that was a big fuck up, and you're in that position where you're reading West Side stuff, right? So and they're actively doing it. So by the time they release their book or whatever, their methods, they're probably trialing and doing different shit, and they know what's not working.
They're on to the next one.
But we're still doing their thing, thinking, oh yeah, this is the answer.
Yeah.
But yeah, doing that method was not the one for me at the time. But it got me stronger.
It made you the man you are today.
Yeah, it's hard. It's really interesting. And you know that because now all the guys that are doing powerlifting now, all of them do very high frequency. So they go into the gym and they only bench, squat, and deadlift. They do it almost every single time they go in. They do a little bit of assistance work, but it's very high frequency of that. And when I was training, man, we do none of that. There wasn't high frequency at all.
It's mad, isn't it?
It's weird how trends change and do it. But people are stronger now.
Way stronger now.
Way stronger.
Way bigger.
There's women doing fucking 180, 200 kilo deadlifts.
Yeah,
what the fuck?
man,
One woman did 230 kilo deadlift. That is mad. That's fucking crazy.
Are they trans?
No, that's the thing.
That's nuts. It's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah. Little tiny girls as well. Just doing it. And you're just like...
Better equipped, better knowledge, better environment.
That's it, man. Don't know if I could go back into powerlifting and still be competitive.
Nah.
You know what I mean?
That's why I never bothered. Wouldn't be competitive. It's all right for me. But at my weight, these guys are pulling, squatting,
I think
benching. Oh, it's crazy numbers.
Yeah. I'd like to think I want to give it another try, but I don't know. Yeah.
I think you should.
I don't know. It's hard, man. That shit.
Yeah, of course it's hard stuff. It's all hard.
Yeah.
It's all hard. It's all luck.
Yeah. It's whether or not you want it or not, isn't it?
Yeah. How bad do you want it?
There you go. So we hope you found our discussion on the fitness fuck-ups interesting. If you enjoyed this episode, feel free to leave a review on iTunes and subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. And if you feel like we've missed anything, or if you have any to share with us, feel free to drop us a message and send us your best fuck-up stories. And you can find me on Instagram @gymwithhim, and my co-host is @Archie13 with 2 E's. Thank you all for listening, and we'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.